Good morning. It is so good to welcome you to Cultural Dynamics of Congregational Ministry. This is a course that I think is so valuable that I realized through my pastoral ministry experiences, there have been times I have made terrible blunders as it relates to culture, and just some of them very simple. I remember being in Mexico with a missionary, and we ate in the home of one of the parishioners. And I commented on this cute little salt shaker. It was a little bottle about this high, and it said Squirt on it. Used to be a pop that was called Squirt. And when we went to leave, they gave it to me. I felt very awkward accepting it. But that was their way of saying thank you to me and my wife. But I had a terrible blunder. So that's just one, and I can tell you many more. But anyway, we need to learn about culture. I think that the biggest problem ministry leaders have in being effective in ministry is related to culture. And we're going to talk about that over the coming weeks. This coming week, we have the book by Crouch, a great book, great resource that you will find very helpful and also thought-provoking. We're to read the first 5 chapters, and we have a video to watch, and that is watch. Reading the script doesn't count. So you need to do that. And then the assignment is, what is culture? As you write that paper, utilize Crouch and the video. Don't look to a dictionary. A dictionary will probably be non-God oriented, so it distorts our answers. And so, as we think about that, I also want to tell you that early papers are always welcome with me. I would rather have papers coming in on 3 or 4 days than to get every paper on the deadline. So that's just a little personal note to me. And in the introductions, be sure that you read the my introduction and the sample that I give you for information to help me understand your ministry setting and your situation in life. And then the discussion board is a great question. When have you crossed over into a different culture? Now that, in some of our situations, it basically is walking across the street or walking a few blocks down the street. You don't need to go to a foreign country to cross into a different culture. And the question that follows that is, what did you learn about yourself from that experience? Now remember, the initial post is to be minimally 300 words, not pages. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? 300 words. Now, on a typical paper, a typical paper is 250 words on a page. So you understand that you have to dig into it some. And then when you interact with 2 of your peers about their initial post, that interaction is to be at least 100 words, so that you ask them questions. What might work in your ministry setting would be offensive in theirs. So it's a good time to learn from each other on all of that. I also want to encourage you to set up a document that will help you on your final paper. Go to week 8 and read that final paper. But I think the opening question is, what is culture? Well, hey, this is a good time to have your notes there. Oh, and the second paragraph on page 22, there's some really good information there. And on 23, in the third paragraph, he defines culture. Back on page 10, he talks about culture critics and culture makers. So it's if you put down those notes, just put page 10, page 22, page 23, or maybe a little more detail. When you come to that final paper, you basically got it done. You just need to gather your notes together and put them in a bit of an orientation. I want to encourage you to feel free to contact me. I'm going to put some of that information in the written part of this announcement. God bless you. I encourage you to seek the Lord in your life. We are living in strange times. Who would ever have thought that we would be forbidden by the government to gather as God's people for over 2 months? Wow. May God cause that to end soon. God bless you.